The steam locomotive was one of the great mechanical marvels of the 19th century, and to this day it holds us fascinated. This much-loved machine has fire in its soul. From the union of fire and water and the simple principle of the expansion of steam comes the power to blast 2,000 tons of train into action. The steam enthusiast is a rather unusual breed of person. He's usually male, has a wide territorial range, is cunning and relentless in his search for prey, and may be encountered foraging singly or hunting in small groups with other adult males. As his prey becomes scarcer, he is forced to range further and further afield in search of it. He likes it best in its natural habitat, on the hoof, blasting through the African veldt.
What makes one so interested in steam? To many people, steam is a romantic thing. To some, it's a case of nostalgia. The older people who remember the steam trains of their boyhood, to them it's nostalgic. But for youngsters today, there must be something more to it. Part of this is the spectacle of it. The steam train is something very much alive. It's elemental. It's fire, steel, water.
Instead of escaping uselessly into the atmosphere, this engine's exhaust steam is recovered and condensed back into water for reuse in the boiler. Her specialized tender is in fact a giant radiator. Exhaust steam from the cylinders is captured and fed into the tender's outer walls, which house the condensing elements. On its way to the tender, the exhaust steam is first harnessed to drive a turbine, which in turn drives 5 massive fans on the roof of the tender. She came very close to being the right locomotive. But she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. In the annals of steam progress, she is now nothing more than a tantalizing symbol of what might have been. Perhaps the idea of a successful steam engine was just not relished by a railway management that had already invested heavily in diesels. In the late 80s, they announced that 1991 would see the end of steam on the Kimberley-de-Our line, one of the world's last and most famous steam-worked main lines. On their doorstep, the pickup goods shunts its last load for the weekend.